I'm going to show you how to create anything you want, your most vivid dreams, your wildest imaginations, or simply the art that your customer ordered for your online business. In other words, I'm going to show you how to harness the limitless power of an AI art generator known as Midjourney. Midjourney is incredible at creating highly detailed, hyper-realistic images in any art style you want, from anime to 3D, Pixar, Disney, DC Comics. It's actually insane. The potential here is limitless. It might seem frustrating at first, and it took a couple of weeks for me to figure out, but rest assured, you should leave this video feeling like a Midjourney pro. Since I've been using Midjourney for the past 5 months, I've learned how to create pretty much anything I want, so it's finally time to share it with you guys and show you how to create anything you want as well. Before we dive in, just know you can really do anything with this. You can start a business, take on clients by getting art commissions done faster, create new high quality designs for your merch, and so much more. I've personally been doing this and I've already generated several $100s in the past month with very low effort. And in a later video, I plan on using ChatGPT plus Midjourney to do a $0 to $1,000 challenge to put my money where my mouth is and show you guys just how powerful these tools really are. Now, with all that being said, let's dive in. So if you don't already know, Midjourney is an AI Discord bot and it's super easy to use, but I'm going to show you a bunch of tricks to get highly detailed and accurate designs to basically create whatever it is that you want to make. So since I already have Midjourney, I'm just going to do this all in the Midjourney DMs bot, and I'm going to show you just how simple it is, and then we can go into the intricacies of creating exactly what it is that you want to make. So using Midjourney is super easy, and side note, if you've never used Midjourney before, it's completely free when you try it for the first time in server. I think you get like 20 to 50 free assets, so you can go play around with this, enter the prompts that we use here, and basically create whatever it is you want to make. After that, it's pretty cheap. I pay like 10 to 20 bucks a month depending on how many assets I want to make. But if you're using this for your business, from anywhere to marketing materials to actually selling graphics or any use case really, then obviously it's totally worth it. So how you start using Midjourney is you type /imagine, that brings up the prompt, and then you basically tell it to enter whatever it is that you want to create. So first, let's pick something and choose a style we want to create. Let's just go with cats. I think a lot of people like cats. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a cool 3D cat, an anime cat, and a comic book cat. Now, typically the best way to do this is to find a base for your creation and then plug it into Midjourney, but you don't have to do this. You can completely start from scratch. This usually gets better results when I use a specific image. This one looks pretty good. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to right click it and I'm going to click copy image address. And when you copy the image address, it'll turn it into an s.mj.run file. And then that will basically tell the AI to scan that file and then use whatever your descriptors are, but use that file as a base. And if you just want to do one that you've already uploaded, so let's say you actually want to use your own picture, what you do is you'd hit the plus icon, you'd upload a file. And once you upload the file, you just hit enter, and then that will give you an address. So you just click it, you open the original, and you see that it gives you this address right here. So you'll just want to copy that, go back into the Midjourney, and then when you put that into your prompt, so /imagine, and you put that in your prompt and you paste it in, it'll convert this to an s.mj run file whenever you actually enter the command. So I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna grab the picture of this cat, we're gonna put it in /imagine, I'm gonna delete this, we're gonna paste it in 3D hyper realistic octane render 8K. So while that loads up here, you'll realize that there's so many things that you can put in here, and we'll get into that more down the future. But realistically, you could have just put 3D cat and it'll do the exact same thing. You can also use aspect ratios. So if you want to make it a banner or a square or whatever it is, you can do that as well. Okay, I didn't like those cats, so I'm gonna use a different picture of the cats and do another 3D style. So at first, as the AI art generates it, it looks really weird and you think you're gonna get a terrible design. Then all of a sudden it spits out something absolutely amazing. So wow, these are actually pretty cool. So I'm gonna upscale one. So when you upscale it, you're basically just making it bigger. And then when you click V, so variations, it will give you variations of the one you choose. So let's say I want to get variations of the fourth one. I'm gonna click V4 and it's gonna give me 4 more of this style. Okay, now while we're waiting for those, I'm not even gonna use a picture of a cat. I'm just gonna do anime cat. Let's do Naruto style. Okay, so it's producing these images of the anime cats and they're already looking pretty sick. Wow, look at that. Okay, so it's not quite done yet. It's almost done. All right, so I did an anime style cat in Naruto. So I'm gonna let's go ahead and do versions of number 1. Pretty sick. So I'm gonna upscale that and then I'm going to do variations. And then the last one is a comic cat. So let's go ahead and do the comic style cat. Okay, so let's do imagine in the style of DC Comics. And in the meantime, we can look at these different variations. We can upscale a different version of this cat just to check it out. So let's upscale number 3. So it looks like the comic cats are done. Looks like we have a Batman type figure right here. So let's go ahead and upscale number 4 and see just how far we can take it. All right, so these were just a couple of basic examples using cats, but what I like to do if you ever need inspiration is you can actually go onto the Midjourney website when you have a subscription, even if it's the most basic one, and you can go to the community feed. You can scroll by hot, new. You can go as far to bookmark these images, so you always save it in your bookmarks. And you can even go as far to click this button and basically select any and every image you want, and you can mass download all of the images instantaneously into a zip file. So what I like to do every day is I like to go through the community feed and bookmark all of my favorites, just so I can get an idea for all the different styles. If I want to create something in the future, or maybe for your business, someone requests some type of style like this, I can go into my bookmarks, find something similar, and see exactly what they placed in the prompt to get something as close to that style as possible. And then I can just continue to work on it and use different aspect ratios. So let's go ahead and create something unique and fun. So let's go back into Midjourney. Okay, so let's do a futuristic, and then we're even gonna throw in --3:2. So what that is gonna do is that is gonna create an aspect ratio so that it looks more rectangular rather than being a square. So you guys will see that just putting that in will completely change the orientation of the picture that it's gonna generate for us. So this would be perfect if you're ever creating some type of banner or newsletter and you need a different aspect ratio for the orientation style. Okay, sweet. So it gave us 4 different styles, and what's really cool is pretty much no matter how many times you try, it's never gonna generate the same image twice, which is not only great for being unique and not creating the same thing as other users, but also it gives you a lot more room for flexibility and creativity. If you're having troubles kind of thinking of new concepts, it's always gonna spit out something new. If you ever wanna see all of the stuff that you've made or someone else, you have your own profile, so you can pretty much see all the stuff that you've ever made right here directly on Midjourney. And if you know a user who's making crazy prompts, like I'll just type in their username and it's usually synonymous with their Discord username, and I'll be able to see their entire feed, all the stuff they've created and what they put in there to get those prompts. You never really know what it's going to give you, but you can keep fine tuning. And if you do want a bicycle or a person in it, then you just specify that in the beginning of the prompt. So you could say a futuristic cyberpunk Neo Tokyo city at night raining with a bus driving through and people in the background. You can get highly specific and descriptive. And oftentimes when you create something, it might not look right, but if you keep making variations, the AI will start learning what it is that you want to create, and it'll get closer and closer to whatever it is you're trying to make. So sometimes once you get there, you're amazed and blown away at how far you came from the first pictures it gave you to making the iterations and getting to where you want to be. But hopefully you guys see the greater picture. You can pretty much do anything with this. It really doesn't matter. You could even start a very specific print on demand business where you make canvases, posters, hoodies, t-shirts, whatever you want, making a very specific art style. You can do custom designs on Etsy and Fiverr. You can use this for your marketing campaigns, for your current business or any future business. Guys, I've said it 10 times. I'll keep saying it. The opportunities here are actually limitless. Use your creativity, make whatever you want, because AI is not going anywhere. It's only going to get more advanced. So if you want to create something, if you want to start a business around this, now is the best time to do it. And you can do anything you want with this. And yes, by the way, all of the images you produce, the copyright belongs to you. You can use them commercially, completely legally. Now, the last thing I will say is that you have a specific style that you're trying to mimic, whether it's a game, it's a movie, it's an artist. You can type the artist's name, the game, or the name of the movie into the prompt. And typically the AI will register that and understand what type of trial you're trying to make, unless it's a very, very small artist or indie film or something like that. And maybe the AI just doesn't really know. But for the most part, it's able to pick up on pretty much anything you want. And that's how you're able to generate all of these. But get creative and have fun. Take advantage of the opportunity while it's here. If you found this video helpful or insightful or anyway, make sure to drop a like, subscribe. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.